Take them off now.
Stand up.
Liam!
Stand
Take
up.
them off! Now!
Everyone is treated the same by the law. Only their criminal acts determine what consequences they will face. No other aspects should ever play a role in delivering swift justice. From someone causing trouble to others repeatedly,
I don't have anything to do with any of this, honestly.
to someone fleeing the scene while his spouse is in dire condition.
Don, the only thing that I can tell you is your wife is in ICU.
Here are some incidents where law enforcement had to deal with these individuals.
I never stole anything!
Okay. Take your push back.
No! Let go of me!
Stop.
Let go!
Stop.
The first incident was caused by a woman named Sarah Bofferding. On July 4th, 2021, in Wisconsin, an officer recognized her and decided to conduct a welfare check. He reported that she was walking into traffic and was yelling at passing cars. They also received multiple reports about Sarah being involved in several incidents within 20 minutes. The officer tried to stop her for a conversation. She ignored the officer and kept walking. He then took away the alcoholic beverages she had in her possession. Other officers soon arrive at the scene.
Stole it from Quick Trip.
No, I did not!
Yes, you did.
I was not at Quick Trip!
Okay. Stop. Stop.
I wasn't at Quick Trip!
Stop. Stop. Okay?
Take your hands off me!
Just stop.
I wasn't at Quick Trip and I didn't steal anything!
The officer informed her that they received multiple calls about her. Sarah became increasingly argumentative. The officers tried to search her for contraband. She became non-cooperative.
Let go of my hands now!
I'm not going to do that.
You have no right to touch me!
Yes, I do. All right? You're being detained.
For what?
I already explained it. Theft. We have a couple.
For what?
Couple damage complaints.
I never stole anything!
Okay. Take your push back.
No!
Take it
Let
back.
go of me!
Stop.
Let go!
Stop.
Jan, you're gonna act like this.
So I would believe it a nuisance level at this point.
Yeah.
For what? I seriously
We've got
think
at
Josh...
least 3 or 4 investigations involving you going on right now.
Let go of my arms.
Unlock your arm.
You have one chance.
Okay,
You have
sir.
2 seconds.
Stop.
2 seconds.
Unlock your arm.
Unlock your arm so I can
No,
get your backpack out.
explain what I
cut it
did.
off.
Otherwise, I'll just cut it.
We're just gonna ruin it.
Let go of my backpack now.
Let me see if
You want
you
us to
can
cut
get
it?
that.
1,
Unlock your arm.
2,
Sarah.
3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Jeremy.
Huh?
Jeremy. Why do you always have to be like this?
The officers then handcuffed Sarah. However, before they could properly lock the cuffs, she again became combative. The officers were forced to place her on the ground to apprehend her.
Sarah here in custody.
For
I
what?
don't know if anybody can get over to Quick Trip.
So there was a bunch of calls about you breaking people's cars.
Stop. Stop.
Don't
Stop.
kick.
Stop.
Sarah, knock it off.
We're going to jail.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Thanks,
So,
Sarah.
Sarah, Brian. Thanks. Yeah.
53. If you want to let County know, we'll be en route shortly. She's combative. Okay, anything on you? Check that side. She's still carrying the beer for Quick Trip. So.
That's from Festy. Mansky said she's walked into Festy and grabbed it.
Oh, she just stole that too.
Yeah, she stole that too.
No, I paid for it actually.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
She's going to my squad.
Sure.
Here, you guys get it.
You ready for charges? Hey, I like your gun.
That's nice.
Let her go now.
No, can't do that. You're under arrest.
Then you're going to be under arrest for illegally touching me and doing nothing. I was walking down the street. Let me go now.
Okay.
Sarah denied any wrongdoing. The officers then helped her to her feet. They then escorted her to a police cruiser. She became combative once again.
Take the handcuffs off me. What did I do illegally? What did I do illegal? No, I did not.
Property, resisted.
Oh,
You battered
I
an
did
officer.
not. Take them off.
Okay, we're gonna stand up now, all right? Want to use your legs? Sarah, come on. Use your legs, Sarah. Stand up. Stand up.
Take them off now.
Stand up.
Liam,
Stand
take
up.
them off. Now.
Stand up.
For what?
Stand up.
For what?
Sarah, stand up.
No. For what? For what?
Want to harm or get on the other side?
For what?
That's a hat.
For what?
Sarah, get in the car.
No, I did nothing to you. Take them off and tell it to me.
The officers tried to place her inside the cruiser. Sarah instantly started resisting. After multiple failed attempts, they decided to place her inside a different cruiser. Meanwhile, she kept demanding that the officers take her cuffs off.
We already explained this a couple times.
For what? For what? You have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The officers were finally able to place her inside a cruiser. Sarah became even more belligerent once inside. She demanded the officer take her back to the park. She also began kicking the cruiser.
You guys want to deal with this theft?
We can try to go.
Or the festival, or the one at.
We'll go to this
Quick Trip?
He was going to look at video, I think. Gonna be Demetrius for the testing.
Yeah, I know. Who'd she kick?
Kick me in my right side.
Okay.
Will be bygones, be bygones. Bring me to Huska Park right now. Right now. Now. Bring me to the park. I did nothing. I stole nothing. Bring me to the park.
She was then taken to the police station. Sarah continued to be belligerent, even at the station. She kept demanding the officer tell her what she did wrong.
Sarah Bofferding, kicking officers, resistive, combative. Several charges on her.
You can't arrest somebody for walking. This is illegal. Walking is... What did I do that was illegal? 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 Walking on the street is not illegal.
Unfortunately, she's got one phone.
Let me go.
There's no contact with Second Riverside Park and Ramp Title Transportation.
Illegal to be arrested.
Can't be any probation.
We didn't arrest you, sir.
Why am I? Seriously, walking on the street is not illegal. What did I do that was illegal? Now. Now. Why am I
She's gonna
here?
explain multiple.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Sarah Bofferding was charged with battery to a police officer, felony bail jumping, and resisting arrest causing injury. While Sarah was being uncooperative despite recognizing one of the officers, our next suspect should know every officer who responded, as he worked at the police department himself. But before that, let's see why it is never a good idea to act belligerently with law enforcement.
Just so I know
I'm
what's your
super
name, sir? Jansen.
I'm
Okay.
super pissed.
Jansen, and you are who?
Take me to jail if you want.
The next incident is caused by an entitled woman named Clack Jillian. On June 4th, 2023 in Ohio, officers responded to a call about a woman attacking an elderly resident at an apartment building. Dispatch gave officers the woman's description as they dispatched to the location. Upon arriving at the apartment building, an officer began looking for the woman when he noticed an older man in a wheelchair nearby on the road. While there, the officer spotted a woman who matched the description. The woman ran towards a parked Chevy Camaro before jumping into the driver's window. The officer approached the vehicle and informed Jillian that they had received a call about someone hitting an elderly man. She then exited the vehicle and was already agitated. She started arguing with her husband.
He's like enabled. He lives right.
What's going on? Okay.
I'm pissed.
Well, we got a call about a female beating a guy in a wheelchair.
Really, babe?
I didn't call nobody.
Nobody beat nobody.
I'm just telling you that's the call, and then I see you running and jumping through a car window. So help me try to figure out what's going on.
No, we're just arguing.
His dad.
I don't know why anybody said that.
We have not seen him in like literally 6 months. His dad escalates everything.
Okay. What's your
I'm
first
pissed.
name, ma'am? Just so I know
I'm
talking. What's your
super
name,
pissed.
sir? Jansen.
I'm
Okay.
super pissed.
Jansen, and you are who?
Take me to jail if you want.
I'd
Jillian.
like to,
It's Jillian.
okay. I'd like to figure out what's
I'm
going
so
on.
mad right now. I have not given this guy the time of day for almost a year.
Okay.
And the reason I kicked him out of my house is because Jansen is it not.
Yeah.
Tell him the truth.
What do you want to tell him?
Oh, the reason we kicked them out of our house is because this is him and John.
Yeah.
The husband told the officer that she did not hit his father. The officer tried to explain that they received a report about an incident. He then wanted to do the husband separately. The officer tried to calm Jillian down but failed.
I promise you when you go...
hit them.
Okay.
She's not hit him.
I'm so mad right now.
I'm just saying that's what was reported to us.
And go ahead and check your dad right now.
I don't know who called.
Oh, is it your daddy?
No, he didn't.
Go ahead and go stroll down there to your father
Jill,
then.
I didn't say he called.
Guess what? When your dad says he called her on me,
He didn't.
okay.
He did not
said-
call.
Look at your father.
Will you step over here and speak with me for a second?
Wow, Jansen, that's awesome.
What do you want me to do? Tell him.
Dad,
Hey, I want to speak with him because
I'm not worried
he's
about
calming
you.
down, okay?
I'm not
You're
worried about
yelling,
you.
I can't get anything
Babe,
out of you. I
I'm
want to speak with him.
I can't tell him no.
I've had
What do you
one
want
time
me
to deal with his dad, and now this. So yeah, I am upset.
Just try to take some breaths and let me talk to him
I
for a
took care of
second.
this for 10
No,
years.
he just doesn't.
12,
he's so
14,
I
7,
understand, babe, but
I
why?
didn't do anything.
The officer then instructed Jillian to talk to a different officer. He then inquired about the situation from the husband. He informed that they had a few drinks. In the meantime, the other officer can be seen placing Jillian inside the police cruiser.
So what? Me?
Affirmative.
He said somebody
Look,
said that.
Jillian, go talk to that officer right there.
I don't care.
All right, James, walk over here,
I'm
man.
sorry. Yes.
Let's step up here out of the roadway just because people don't pay attention. What's going on today? Like I told you what we got dispatched to.
And we went and had a few drinks at the stable. And
Okay.
then we came back.
I don't care.
And now she's acting ridiculous.
I want to talk.
Okay.
I don't have anything to do with any of this, honestly.
Okay. So you guys
We
were
came back
here.
from the stable. My dad was gonna go home. He lives over there.
All right. So you guys were here visiting.
Yes. We
Okay.
went to the stable and had a few drinks.
All
got some
three of you
food.
did, or just
Yes,
you and her?
all of us
Okay.
went to the stable and had a few drinks, and then
Okay.
we came
Which is
back.
totally
and now,
fine.
Now they're
Is your cruiser unlocked?
Yeah.
mad. She's mad about I don't know what. Honestly, I have no idea what she's mad about. It's, I have nothing to do with. That happened a long time ago. It's just old. It has
Okay.
nothing to do with anything that's going on right now. And
The husband said that he, her, and his father were hanging out. Then out of nowhere, she became angry about something. He also told the officer that she hid his vehicle keys.
Came back here and
now
her
this-
and him got into an argument.
No, she just started getting pissed off about nothing. He
Okay.
didn't even do anything, honestly.
Okay.
So
So she got mad and was
She
taking it
does
out on
this.
you and him, or just him?
Pretty
Just
much,
both
yeah,
on
both.
both. Okay.
she
So
does
why would
this.
why would our caller?
I have
call
no
and
idea
tell
why
us that
somebody
she-
would say
say
that she was attacking him, because she wasn't. She was more on me than she was him.
Right.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Honestly. I
But she
don't
was
know who it
probably verbally yelling at
It's
him.
more
maybe.
verbally at me than
Okay.
it was her, him. I don't even know why anybody said that.
Okay.
Unless it was because he was close to me. I don't know.
It,
Honestly.
it could have been. Like I said, when I roll up and I see her dive through the
I know.
window of a car.
She took my keys, so I can't even leave.
Oh, okay. Is that your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just gonna go home, take her home and go home.
I got you.
But she took my keys, so we can't leave now.
Jillian suddenly started screaming from the cruiser. The other officer then calmed her down. The officers then questioned the father of the husband. They inquired if Jillian had assaulted the elderly man.
She said a few too many.
Yeah.
Take her home.
I was just trying to take her home.
Yeah, no, I get you. And why did they start?
I did nothing wrong.
She. Just hang out here. You're being cooperative, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, Brian, you said you didn't get assaulted, you didn't get hit.
Here's your ID,
You didn't
Brian.
get- You never got you didn't get assaulted, right? You didn't. Nobody punched you. Right?
Obviously, we got to
what the
figure.
caller
That's
told
why
me.
we're trying to figure that.
Said that. She never hit him.
And then
she never would.
we get calls all the
It's
time
my
where.
dad. She never hit him.
Right.
Nobody hit me.
Jillian began verbally abusing the officer once he sat inside the cruiser. She suddenly claimed that she had asthma. He kept asking her about her social security number, but she kept ignoring him. She instead was claiming that he cut off her air.
Jillian.
Your hair was off.
Okay.
God, breathe.
Clear 1913.
I'm having an asthma attack. I can't.
Do you want a medic?
Hold on. Can you let me out of here?
Jillian, what is your social, please?
Look, can you let me out of here? You guys got my hair off back there.
The air is on now.
No, they just
You
opened
need
it.
okay, but you need to try to
No,
calm
you
yourself
guys got
down.
it off.
What is your social?
Let this open up. You guys.
What is your social?
That man cut my hair off. Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Dr.
Jillian,
Nicholas.
Jillian, I'm trying to work with you.
No,
What
I
is your
know, but he
social?
got my hair.
Okay, I've got the air on.
I'm a severe asthmatic, but the whole time you're talking to him, is my hair was.
Okay.
It was gone off.
I know, but you need to try to calm yourself back down now.
I
The
know,
air
you
is
guys-
on. I'm here
Yeah, you
speaking
guys
with
have
you.
this on recording now that my
Okay.
hair's on, but he cut
Jillian, what's your social, please?
he cut my hair off. That guy did. He cut my hair off.
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan, he cut my hair off.
Jillian, what's your social, please?
She then started yelling at the officers. Then she claimed that the officer deliberately placed her inside the cruiser without air conditioning. The other officer suggested taking her to jail.
No, but when you shut the door, I was kind in here without it, and I have severe asthma.
The air conditioning's on.
No, it was when he opened it up, but when you shut me in here, it was off. I'm not doing this.
Okay, well, you're
You guys are
calming down.
police, but he knows to cut my hair off.
What is your social, Jill?
I want to talk to a fucking paramedic. You guys are crazy. You knew.
5 seconds.
You knew when you shut those windows that I
The
was
la-
an asthmatic. I was back here dying.
Just take her to jail. Just take her to jail.
Yeah, take me to jail. Sir, you put me in here. I couldn't breathe.
Try your social. Last 4. One more time.
Sir,
Jill.
McKenny, I could not breathe.
She needs to go to the jail.
I was back here and
There's
could
no
not
way.
breathe, sir.
She's aggravated disorderly.
I'm
There's no
not.
way.
I'm back here and you could. I'm an
There's no
asthmatic.
way getting out of her. There's no way we can just send her out of
I'm
here.
an asthmatic and you put me in here.
Okay. Are you breathing okay now?
Now that the the window's on, yes, sir.
So you needed the window down? Is that what you needed?
Right,
To scream and
sir.
yell at people?
The officer asked Jillian about the keys she had hidden. They then advised the husband to call an Uber. Afterward, they found marijuana on her. The officer again tried to get her social number, but she kept being uncooperative.
You're gonna have to like I'm sorry, sir.
Turn that one.
But you're gonna have to like unhook this to get it off of me. It will hook right there, yeah. It's fine. It'll hook.
Turn
Oh.
Face the car, please.
Why am I being arrested?
No idea. I'm not involved.
Babe, they put me in the back of the truck and I couldn't breathe.
Marijuana in here.
Okay. Jill, sit back in the car, please.
Freaking out. I can't help it.
And can you also find my medical marijuana card in there?
Jill, please sit back in the car.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Thanks, babe. Thanks, Jansen. You and your God, thanks.
I didn't do this, babe.
I didn't. They put me in here and couldn't breathe.
I tried to
Is her ID in there?
Babe, I couldn't breathe. Babe,
Nothing
I
lost the
could
key,
not
no.
breathe. They locked me in here.
I know.
I have asthma and I have
Jill,
COPD.
I did everything I could.
But they
honestly.
locked me in here.
What did you do with the key?
Babe, what'd you do with my key?
I don't have this key.
You ran off my key. You took it out of my ignition.
That's all your
I don't
stuff
see
your
it.
dad.
You took it out of my ignition.
I don't see an
Hey,
ID.
just stop. I'm going to jail already. Just can you give me my back? I did nothing wrong. Like you guys like suffocated me. Not you
Jansen.
guys.
Jansen?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, can you like at
Jillian,
least,
you didn't give me the last 4 of your
sir?
social.
Can you like
said
at
I need
least,
the last 4 of your social.
I need you to
5'7", female, 21.
get these handcuffs off to
Okay, we're
status.
going. Tell me your social.
Jill,
What, baby?
If you don't identify yourself,
Shut down
then
your
you're
bra.
going
No,
to sit
I am.
in there
I've
to
already
the
told
jail.
that,
keys.
sir.
You have my keys right there. I can see
Is that
it.
his key in the bra?
Where?
Right there in your bra. I can see it. Give it to me, please. Can I have my keys? Thank you.
Yeah, because you're sober, right? You're gonna drive home,
No,
right?
I'm gonna call
No,
somebody.
he's going to get a driver.
You and your daddy.
No, I didn't do any of this. Jill.
All right.
Clack Jillian was charged with aggravated disorderly conduct. Her bond was set at $325. As mentioned before now, let's see someone who was employed at the police station commit multiple crimes in one fell swoop.
They're gonna come over here. They'd like to speak with you.
Okay.
I just asked that you kind of hang tight like you are now.
The next incident revolves around an off-duty police officer, Don Correa. On May 29th, 2021, in New Mexico, Albuquerque Fire Rescue was dispatched to an ATV accident on the west side of town. When they arrived, they found a female lying on the ground by herself, unconscious and barely alive. Witnesses told the rescuers that the female was driving an ATV with a male passenger at an extremely high rate of speed on the roadway. At some point, the ATV tried to negotiate a curve in the road but lost control, and it hit a residential wall. The male immediately regained consciousness and rode away, abandoning his wife. Rescue was suspicious about the circumstances and called police to the scene. Rescue was also handed a loaded handgun recovered from the area. It was discovered that Don was a helicopter pilot with the Albuquerque Police Department. The officers approached Don and told him that they were informed about a firearm. They then began their investigation into the firearm and his injuries. One of the fire rescue members inquired about the incident.
So are you okay?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Gone.
So there was mention of a firearm. That's why we're here now, okay?
Oh, no.
Is there a firearm anywhere?
Not on me, no. No.
Do you got anything on you that's going to cut me, poke me, or make me bleed, or my friends over there?
Yeah.
Would it be okay with you for me to check?
Yeah.
Can you put your hand on top of your head?
All right.
Where's the gun?
There's no gun.
Did somebody mishear you then? Let's go over there. How'd you get that injury to your head?
We took a tumble.
Hi.
Hi.
We're with Rescue. You were on the ATV accident?
Yeah.
So, I'll say a couple things aloud and we'll see if the stories are all the same, okay? Because we arrived after
Sure.
the accident. So, our understanding is what happened is you were traveling with a female who were helping him on an ATV crashed right over here. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And then you were here and left the scene after calling 911. I think you called. I don't know who called 911.
Yes.
The fire rescue member informed the officer that the firearm was in their possession. She added that they also had the phone numbers of 2 witnesses. She then told the officer what the rescue team knew. While recovering the firearm, the officer noticed that it was loaded.
We're to check on his wife. So I have the telephone number for 2 witnesses who saw the wreck, saw her squirming around. They may have been the ones who called, and then saw him run away. They thought he was under the influence. I don't know why, but they did. But I have their phone number. I told them to get on. I don't know if I'm being recorded, but I told them
You can say whatever you want.
Okay, I told her I'd get out of here since we didn't know if somebody with a firing firearm was going to come back. I secured the firearm using gloves, not touching it. It's in the back seat of my pumper. I would like to obviously give it to you.
Yeah.
And that's why I was a little like this when he rolled back up again. So I'm going to use high index of suspicion with him. He may just be a guy carries when he goes out riding. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it could be something
What
else.
are her injuries?
No big deal.
I see, man. Oh, God. It is loaded with 1-inch chamber.
An officer told Don that he was detained and was not free to leave. The officer then called both of the witnesses. They described the incident to the officer.
Yes, sir. We have a lot of questions.
Yeah, of course.
Because we weren't here to see what kind of happened.
Yeah.
I've got a couple phone calls to make, and I need to let my sergeant know what's going on.
Right.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. You are detained right now. You're not free to leave. I need you to stay here.
That's fine.
And answer
Of
my
course.
questions. Okay?
Yeah.
Would you mind having a seat until then?
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
want you to be baking in the sun. Can we get you in the shade?
No, it's
Can you
fine.
just go right there?
No.
Just go right there.
All right. Just let her.
Thank you. All right. So what we got so far here? I'm going to walk over here actually.
This is Caitlin Kella.
Hey, Kaylin. This is Officer Johnson, Albuquerque Police Department. Thanks for giving your phone number to the firefighters here.
Yeah, of course.
Could you tell me what? Did you see the entire accident?
I did not. I was actually checking the mail. My husband was in the car and he saw them crash. So he's right here if you want to talk to him.
Yeah, whoever saw the entire incident, it'd be very helpful to kind of understand what happened here.
Okay, here he is.
Okay.
Huh?
Hello, this is Officer Johnson, Albuquerque Police Department. Our conversation's being recorded. Who am I speaking with?
Matthew Kella.
Hey, Matthew. Can you tell me what you saw happen?
This is Caitlin Kella.
Hey, Caitlin and Matthew. This is Officer Johnson again. I'm sorry. I just thought of a question. What was he wearing?
Oh, so I wrote down his description just when I got home. So he was wearing like a black t-shirt and like camo shorts. And he's like a 6-foot Caucasian man. He's bald and has no facial hair. He's probably like in his late 40s.
Okay. Any other clothing?
I didn't. He was wearing like flip-flops, but those obviously flew off. But that's all the clothing that he was wearing.
Okay. Thank you.
A major crash investigator arrived at the scene, and an officer informed him about the situation. The officer then told Don that the investigator would now handle the case.
So far, it's just really 31. So this guy was passenger, is what the witness is saying. He's a passenger? He's saying he was passenger, and that the wife was driving. They were coming down this, going westbound. The witnesses were standing at the mailboxes that's behind this truck down there. They saw him flying down. The guy said he was probably going the max speed that the ATV could have gone. They started to have speed wobbles, somewhere right around here, navigating this corner. That's behind the rocks back there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you, so do other witnesses place him as the driver, to your knowledge? Okay. And has he said anything to anybody? Driver?
Just to 43. I was just listening on their conversation when they were talking to him.
Okay.
He said something, I'm not sure who said it, said, well, you want to do something stupid before this whole thing happened.
Just keep it how it is for now.
Sir, do you want to sit in one of our cars and get some AC on you?
No,
it's hot out here, man.
Nah, it's all right, Sarge. I'm good.
Okay, we're not saying that to trip you up or nothing, but
no,
it's not a trick like, oh, we're going to jail. I'm just, if you want some air.
Well, no,
okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Really.
So where we're at right now is we have some other officers that they specifically work crashes like this.
Yeah.
They're our traffic officers. They're going to come over here. They'd like to speak with you.
Okay.
I just asked that you kind of hang tight like you are now. I was just wondering if you want some better shade. That looks kind of like
I'm fine.
Another officer read Don his Miranda rights. He then asked him to describe his side of the incident to him. He then inquired about the firearm. Don then expressed his frustration over the fact that no one updated him on his wife's condition. He also denied driving the quad when the crash happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Right now you have the right to remain silent. You can be safe and be for a while. You have the right to talk to an attorney. You have the right to have an attorney present while you get a question. You cannot uphold an attorney like you just want to get their thoughts. You can decide at any time not to answer my questions, make any statements. You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Willing to speak to me.
Of course.
Tell me about the crash.
Wife and I were riding home on a quad. We should have been. We flipped over.
Who was driving?
My wife.
What happened before that?
Took it back home. You know, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna go through this game. We're not. And I apologize to you and everybody. I can't. Nobody could tell me if my wife's still okay in the hospital. The wife and I f***ed him. Shouldn't have been driving the damn quad on the street. Alright. So, I'm not saying it anymore. I wasn't driving the quad. No, I was not driving it when it crashed. Yes.
The officers then handcuffed Don. They told him that he was under arrest for operating the ATV while intoxicated. An officer informed the investigating officers that there were no felony charges, only misdemeanors.
I see. I mean, you got blood all over your face and everything.
Yep.
You got a little bit of blood leaking down the side of your face. Do you want to wipe that off real quick? Or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's good.
All right. Go ahead and put your hands back on your back for me.
Yes, sir.
Down right now, placing you under arrest regarding all under the influence of intoxicating liquor.
Yep.
No longer free to leave. On video recording.
Of course.
He's gonna. So at this point, just that you're in the know. No felony charges.
Okay.
We have no felony charges. We talked to the district attorney's office. The only thing we have is misdemeanor 47 for him.
Okay.
Tempering. So, and tempering.
Oh, and negligent.
Negligent?
All misdemeanor.
Okay. Yeah, so all misdemeanor charges.
Okay.
So no felony charges.
After transporting Don to the police station, he was subjected to a breathalyzer test. In the meantime, officers were able to locate the ATV involved in the accident at Don's house. After the test, Don was transported to the hospital. While at the hospital, he was told that his wife was in the ICU.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is pretty handy.
Is there a button?
You want to look over the door? Running down while we're waiting on this.
Yes, sir.
Spoke to Lieutenant Legendary earlier.
Okay.
We just wants to make sure you understand that from here until Tuesday morning, you're not representing ATV in any way.
Of course.
Don't drag your unit.
It's actually at the airport anyhow. So
Okay.
Hey Don, the only thing that I can tell you is your wife is in ICU. That's the only thing, the only comments that I can find is they just report that she's in ICU.
Okay. Thanks.
Don Correa was charged with DUI, tampering with evidence, and negligent use of a deadly weapon. He was also fired from his job. He later entered a plea deal and pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence. For more true crime stories that will keep you hooked, don't forget to subscribe.